Hello. So, oh wait, the fans. Oh, okay. There, so that it's quieter. Um, if I look terrible, it's because um I woke up. Oh, there's workers outside. Because I just woke up ish. Well, not really, just woke up, but I've been up for a couple of hours. But I've done nothing but scroll online. Because today is the BTS concert. It's a BTS online concert, and I'm going to be watching, but I'm still like finding out where. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to document this day today because I'm just I just can't explain how happy I feel being able to um see I really don't have the words, but I can't explain how happy I feel to be inspired by BTS right now, as artists, as just multimedia artists. Like, they literally do quite everything, and that's something I want to do as well. Like, I really don't want to be I don't want to limit myself to something. um yeah. um I oh yeah, the reason why I made this video is because I also just wanted to document this moment that I feel like I'm getting better at balancing what Gary Vee says, the clouds and the dirt, which is like, the clouds being balancing your dreams, your aspirations, everything you want to achieve in life, versus the dirt, which is like all the difficult things that you need to do, the grind, the just the daily work that it takes. um I still have a lot to improve on for me to actually get that balance, that good balance that's actually productive and stuff. But I got distracted by all the things in my background. My room is a mess, and also that's a water bottle. Just saying. I'm not drinking. Anyway, nobody asked, duh. But yeah, I think I'm getting better compared to like a couple of years ago. Whereas I remember in this very room in 2018, I was just crying because I had watched The Greatest Showman, and oh, interesting. I had a sudden realization that during two of two pivotal moments in my life, I had this specific friend that I caught up with. Is that a pattern or something? I don't know. But anyway, I'm just probably reading too much into it. Um, where was I? Gosh, I don't know. Why am I like this? My attention span is always gone. Oh yeah. So yeah, back in 2018, I was here, and I'd watched The Greatest Showman, and I remember just crying, listening to the soundtrack over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because I could feel it, that that was all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be able to perform. I just wanted to pursue my art. I wanted to pursue my craft. Um, like, but at the time, it was so difficult. I wasn't earning a lot. Even now, I'm not like earning a lot, but I do feel a bit more financially secure. Like, I'm not that worried in terms of just, do I have food to eat and things of that nature. It's not like that time, because that time I was really like scared to death of, um if I'll have food to eat. Now it's like, it's just a choice that I don't eat, but yeah, maybe, hey self, we owe it to our past self to eat and make the choice to eat. yeah, lately I just haven't been eating because my kind of been going through like stuff. But yeah. I keep getting distracted by my own thoughts inside my head. Why? Why? So yeah, there's um gosh, I really lost my train of thought. Mm. Oh my gosh. I'm so confused as to why I'm like this sometimes. Um, okay, I'll backtrack a bit. Yeah, so Greatest Showman. I was very inspired. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I was very inspired to pursue the arts, but I didn't know where to start because I graduated from a non-arts degree. Sure, it's a Bachelor of Arts, but it's not like the creative arts. Um, and yeah, I was just crying because I had no idea where to start. I knew that if I pushed my, and I know that, yeah, if I push myself to do something, I can like achieve it. Thanks, mom, for the self-esteem. um, uh, yeah, but at the time, because I was really like struggling, and the priority was really to put food on the table and to pay bills. It was just the desire to earn from dance, I think, came from a deep like insecurity of not knowing where to start. Yeah, but thing is, the past years, including this year, I pursue dance. It gets well, it gets great, and then I'm so inspired, and then I keep pursuing it. But suddenly things happen, and life takes a turn, and I'm forced to go away from dance for a while. So in 2017, that was my first teaching job. 2018, I did continue, but when summer came around, um, I ended up not teaching because there weren't any students for the class that I was gonna teach. And then, mm, yeah, so at that point, I was really struggling. I ended up taking a full-time night shift job. Um, but the goal was to earn money for this dance camp in Thailand. Like, that was my ultimate goal. But because, I kind of came in for the wrong reasons, and of course, I had bills to pay, so I ended up not being able to save up for that camp because it cost like, yeah, it was like around 200,000 pesos. Um, and my salary was just like a tenth of that. Um, yeah, I wanted to resign so bad, but fortunately, I had a very kind boss, who I'm still so grateful to after all these years. After all these years, it's just been like 2 years. But yeah, so basically, like, I was offered the option to do a part-time job instead of resigning fully, and that was what allowed me to start doing freelance dance projects. So again, I came back into dance, and it was going great, it was going great, it was going great, until I finished that project, and then I signed up for this, like, I signed up for Unleash the Power Within 2019 in Singapore. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And it was such a huge amount. I had just finished a project. I had no projects lined up coming up. But like, I think God really provided for me in that moment. In those months, 4 months, from May 4 to September 6 to September 4. September 4 actually. Yeah, 4 months exactly. um coming from like no project, suddenly I had different projects that I was working on. I was able to do a couple of freelance gigs. I earned a little bit from that. I gained experience from that, and I was just so grateful. I ended up being able to fly to Singapore, with the help also of some family. Um, yeah, with the help of family and some relatives, which was super cool. Um, and through that journey, like I really got to rediscover my love for chorale music, because my work was involved with chorale um, chorale groups, and yeah, that really like opened me up to the thought of singing, and I was just curious about it. Oh, but prior to that project, there was this one day, like literally one day, I did an audition for this movie, and it was a go see kind of thing. So we just went in, listened, and then if they liked how we looked, we got called back. But I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get called back, and so I went out of the audition venue, and but I remember I was so proud of myself because I was just like I made it to the venue, and during that period of time I was eaten up by so much anxiety. Like I wouldn't show up to so many things. I'd pay for dance classes, but I didn't show up. I'd planned to go to this event, but I wouldn't show up. Even like meeting with my friends, I wouldn't show up because I was just so anxious. I was so caught up in my own bubble and everything. Um until yeah, so I stepped out, and this YouTuber had a show called Street Singing Superstar, and was like, "Do you sing?" And I'm like, but I'm not confident." um, but yeah, he was like, "Okay, I can sing with you." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I sang. My voice was super shaky, but yeah. And then afterwards, I was just reeling in from excitement, just thinking, "I did that. I sang." Like I sang in public, and at the time, I was really scared of um singing. Definitely scared of singing. Yeah. Um. So yeah, that was in March 2019, and then the projects that got me involved in choral singing was like 2000, uh, sometime around June, July, and then like projects carried over. So I was there for about like 5 months. But in between, I did like freelance dance teaching. I did freelance um yeah, just production management, arts management, um, you know, because for me it was so important to find work that was within the world of the arts, because I get to be paid a little bit, but also um, I get to I get to I get paid, but what was I saying? I get paid, but I also get experience in the field that I like. Not to mean that experience from other fields aren't helpful, because of course there's always. That's why I'm all about cross industry things. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really just like reflecting on a lot of things right now, because I've sort of isolated myself the past few days to write songs, to make some content. Um, yeah, and yeah, I'm just kind of excited. Um, I was gonna have a point, but I forgot what it was. So, um, mm, yeah, I'm. Where was I? Right. Okay. The singing. So, yeah, I got curious with singing again. I was exploring. Oh yeah, like I can get training. Oh, another thing that happened was I auditioned for this musical. Um, but my voice was shaky, so I came in and oh my god, it was so hilarious because I came in. Oh, actually, prior to that, I had this song prepared, but last minute, I was like, I prepared "Satisfied" from Hamilton, but I prepared the first verse. And then last minute, I saw a friend. I was like, oh, I'm singing this. I'm doing the first verse. And she's like, oh, are you sure? Maybe you might want to try the second verse because it can show a bit more range and stuff. I was like, shit, okay. But I wasn't confident in that, and so I decided to change the song completely, which was stupid, but also funny because the song that I chose was "I Didn't Plan It" from Waitress, the musical. And I wasn't super familiar with the song, so I didn't know it by heart. And so when I entered the audition, I was like, yeah, so I sang, and then my voice cracked, I was shaking. I was like, can I read the lyrics? Can I read this? And they're like, oh, sure. But okay, this just a disclaimer. I went to the audition because they were looking for street dancers, and that was how I saw myself as. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do street dance. Um, but surprise, so that happened, and I had to sing, and I was just so overwhelmed. So I came out, and I had a few other friends who were there, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're so pale." Um, in Filipino, "Oh my God, ang putla mo na." And I'm like, "Yeah, oh my God, I, I screwed up so bad. I screwed up so bad." But it was similar to the audition, the go see that I went to, that I just felt so proud of myself for beating anxiety because I showed up. I showed up, and I just like, screw it. Like, I'll just show up. I'll just be here. If you don't like it, and it really pushed me and made me think that, yeah, maybe I can get voice lessons, maybe I can, you know and so that's just been the general journey. Oh wait, 2020, of course, I can't forget things that happened this year. So this year I was gonna go full-time freelance once again. um I was doing freelancing, and then it was mostly for dance and also production management, so there was just a lot going on. mm, but COVID happened, which is why, like, I'm just never gonna forget my birthday this year, because March 9, 2020 was the last normal day I ever had. And then I was like, I had a birthday dinner with my family, pre-birthday dinner, because we were all going to be busy on March 10th. And then on the way home, like, we just found out, oh, classes are suspended due to the virus. Oh, there's going to be a lockdown due to the virus, and just life changed too fast, too much and too fast. And for a long time, it really, like, devastated me. I was just reeling in from the loss of all those projects. And it was during this quarantine that I rediscovered songwriting again, and, like, really seriously discovered songwriting, because last year I did try, so it's 2020 now. Last year, during some of those projects, I did write a few songs, but I didn't, like, really. It was just chords and lyrics, but I didn't go into, like, really producing the song. And then earlier this year, like January, I did write another song. But yeah, it was during quarantine that I really um, sort of look deep within myself and ask myself, like, what is it that I wanna do? What is it that I can do, regardless of how I'm feeling? Because I realize that, I can dance, I can dance, I can perform when I'm like going through good times. But I can write when I'm feeling good, but also when I'm feeling down. And so I think that's just necessary. Like, these past few years have opened my eyes to the idea that, passion really isn't necessarily something you love. Passion isn't necessarily something that just makes you happy. It's also about what you work hard for, what you're willing to work hard for. Cause yeah, like, I'm just gonna rewind again to 2018, when I was struggling, when all I could afford was peanut butter, bread, and oatmeal, and I was earning 7,000 pesos a month. It was being able to perform that I really dreamed of doing. That, like, I just wanted that. Yeah, well, it's getting hot. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of reflection for the day. Super, super exciting. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can do. It's gonna be really crazy. I can tell the next few years are gonna be crazy. Don't know how exactly, but and yeah, I'm gonna go get to work to make those crazy years happen. Peace out and spread love. Yeah. Saranghe borhe. I have to prepare to watch the BTS concert. Bye, and I'll see you again next time.